very much. Super vibes. To be frank, a lot of people have been running on emotions. Yes, even myself at the time, I had to, you see me that I left. I just went and I just had to take a good break
I know.
and come back again. It's it's been so tough, but all the same, what do we have to do? We have to look for solution going for everybody.
My
Have said the
submission is
information. I think my submission is we need we need a private toxicology, private autopsy. We need a forensic phones analysis. We need DNA. We need private autopsy. We need private toxicology. We need the CCTV evidence because today somebody cleared us that there was a CCTV. That means if there's a CCTV, definitely there's a DVR. And if there's a DVR, definitely there's a phone that the DVR is connected to. If I'm right, I don't know. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. So
You're right.
where is that particular phone? And I think yes. So and that phone is connected to Mohbad's phone. So we need to know where that phone is. And to the people in the house, 48 hours, 72 hours to his death. See, if police want to do their work, during the investigation, they will have done this forensic analysis. There's a department that handle that in police station. If anybody can correct me, there's a department that handle that forensic analysis. I remember one time when they came to burgle our house, our phones were stolen, and we went to the police station. The thing they just does are just give us some money, we'll get it out. But at some point, I just felt, why would I give you money for your work to be done? I just let go. But weeks later, I got to know that some people who went back, who made payments, got their phones, they were able to trace who were with the phones. This is just something that is within a community. Now, let's talk about a public case. So if police want to do their work from the beginning, they will have done this. So we are crying out now. Going forward is we are talking to the legal team. Legal team, you are doing your work. We give it to you. We give you your flowers today. You did very well. But going forward, please focus on the forensic. Excuse me. That aspect you are saying there, you want to bring Darusha, you want to bring everybody to Corona. Yes, it's fine. But focus more on the forensic analysis because now toxicology, I want to say it for free. The results that was given to us today, I'm saying it is fake for me because you cannot do a toxicology result. It will not come out it will not indicate the date when the disease died. From the report that we're given today, the pathologist not mention the day Mohbad died, if it was on Monday or Tuesday. During his interrogation, when he was giving out the result, he said PCM was administered, that it was within the range. He said caffeine was normal. He now mentioned, I'm not a doctor, so somebody should just mind my word, typhomethamphetamine or something. He said that's a bit high, but that does not lead to his. He didn't say that does not lead to that, but he just mentioned those. Right now, with his statement, we can say that the nurse has been exonerated with the pathologist statements. And earlier before, the nurse was saying he administered tetanus. So where the pathologist that gave results, where was the tetanus that the nurse administered? Are we getting it? Now, let me go to the legal team. The legal team should have requested, I don't know if they will do that, they should request for the original results of that toxicology to verify where it was carried out. See, we have a problem in Nigeria. This thing, it's a really big problem. Everything in Nigeria is inconclusive. How can you say you carried, you went to toxicology results for good how many months? You now come and tell us is inconclusive, is not ascertained? What is statement? Now let's focus. Let's leave toxicology alone. Let's put aside. It's inconclusive, yes. Now let's focus on the forensic because with that it will help us. And let's look at the DNA again because with the DNA, because like what our the legal team was asking the people today that said it himself that they called this toddler that he called him a bastard. That's another angle. That's where we need that DNA. You see now. Before we didn't even hear this. Thank God that this boy came out and give us this info. Yeah. So we have a good we have a good backup to fight the someone when we get to the court that this is the reason why we need to do DNA. This is the reason why we need to do DNA, because this guy said this toddler was a bastard. He called toddler himself a bastard. I don't want to mention his. He called him a bastard. And again, according to Prime Boy kept saying that he repeated these sentences in the court. He really emphasized and said, what they're doing. Yes, it's very possible you have one night stand. But for the guy to be what they're doing, it's really called for. These are the things that they need to tackle in the court when it comes to DNA someone. At this junction, emotions are high though. Even me, my emotions are very, very high, but you know, we need to control it. It's so sad that at this stage, Nigeria is like this. It's very sad. It's so sad. Let me stop here. Somebody else can.
All right. You spoke a while.
Thank you, Oluwatosin, as always. Thank you so much. Bossman, are you there?
Yes. Because I'm planning to go live anytime from now. And I need to relax a little bit because I've been here for over 5 hours now listening to your program. Oh my goodness. So you've all spoken well. Oluwatosin spoke well.
The boss, I wanna stop you from going live. Let me go before you. Then you can wrap it up. Since you guys own the show. This is your show.
Private, what did you say?
I said that the boss should be the person to talk. So he can wrap it up since you guys are co-hosting the show. You understand? I want to appreciate everybody. I want to appreciate everybody for giving me the opportunity to come. My viewpoint, even though my viewpoint is off everybody's views. You understand? And, you know, in solving problems and in creating solution, sometimes it's important, it is essential for us to have an open mind. You understand? It is not good for us to pick and choose. We should just have an open mind, because that is the only way we can find the true answer. And I'm going to start with the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A country that lacks a stronger justice, a stronger judiciary system is fundamentally weak. Reason why is because there's so much noise. Okay, I'll repeat myself. A country lacking a stronger Supervisor, can you mute the noise? It's like this, like squeaking.
Okay, all right, just continue.
Okay, a country lacking a stronger judiciary system is fundamentally weak and zero, because the judiciary system serves as a backbone of justice, ensuring laws are upheld and the rights of citizens are protected. Without it, there is no mechanism to check abuse of power. Without it, there is no way you can stop corruption. Without it, the citizens' rights are vulnerable. A strong judiciary system is essential for maintaining order, safeguarding freedom, promoting free governance, and a greater society. You know, Nigeria, the state of Lagos failed on this case. And I have to be specific when it says the state of Lagos. And the toxicology result that came out as inconclusive is actually not a bad news. Super Vibe. It's not a bad news.
It's not a bad news.
And you know why it's not a bad news? Because in that report, you can take it line by line and use it as a form of information that you hold on to. You understand what I'm saying? It's a form of information that you hold on to that you can also use as an evidence against the court. And let me tell you something. The case of Mohbad is going to be a very slow one. And the reason why is because all the things that they are proving right now shows that the case is going to be very slow. And you still have other options outside of the state government. You can go as far as the Supreme Court on this case if you want to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So people shouldn't feel sad. They shouldn't feel like they're defeated. You're not defeated. It's just that you have to go back and strategize. Yes, we might say we need forensic information. Don't think Nigerian government don't have forensic information. They do. When you get a governor involved in a case, they have other information. The question you should be asking is what intercepted the case? Of the case. And so you should also ask is that how can a citizen of Nigeria lie under oath in the judiciary system, under the judiciary system in the court, right? In the court of justice, lie under oath, give two different stories in an inquest, and such person is allowed freedom without further interrogation, without further questioning, without further investigation. So if that can happen under the justice of law, then we have nothing to discuss. There's nothing else to discuss. So because of that, the issue that I see right now is an issue that it's more towards the side of the justice system versus the citizens. You understand? So to move forward, I would say the family of Mohbad and whoever that they create as a team, they're going to have to become strong guys and create this case. And they need to be ready to go as far as out of the go far into the yeah. Much.
Your network, private.
Can you hear me?
Your network. Okay, yeah, we can hear you now, but your network is bad.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So you guys did not hear all the stuff that I was narrating?
No. I'm sure everybody's listening.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they heard me. I already said it. I said my own conclusion is that fighting a judiciary system that is not working is a waste of time. You understand? And, you know, and you, like, you know, a lot of these people and people out there, even Mohbad's father, don't trust the system again because they feel like they've been cheated and they feel like they've been bought. The system is, you know, fundamental is zero, nothing. Okay. So now the question is, how do you push the state of Lagos to do what is right? And if the state of Lagos is not willing to do what is right, how do you take it out of the state of Lagos, get it into higher court, go as far as you can? This is going to be a slow case. It's not going to be fast. The only way you can yourself is
Your network, private.
Mohbad's parents come together and become one.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. You can send a request again. I think Warri Queen, the tigress. Yeah, let's have you, Warri Queen. What do you think is the way forward? What can we do?
Yeah, can I go ahead?
I don't have
Please?
much to say today. I just want to relax my brain.
Bossman, please, 1 second. It's your show, Bossman.
My brain is saying, I don't know. Let me relax the brain.
Very Queen.
Yeah, like I was telling you, right? Like I was telling you,
Desmond.
Mohbad's parents needs to become one. The family of Mohbad needs to become one and become one with their alliance or whatever organization that they're working with, and need to take this case step by step. You understand? And if they are seeing evidence that the judiciary system is failing them, they need to find a different approach to counter the judiciary system. Even if the judiciary system failed you, you still have power. Every Nigerian citizen needs to understand, yes, the judiciary system can come up with corruption and all kind of stuff, but you still have right. You have the right to sue. You have the right to approach them from different orders. You understand? So that is just the way it is. That's my take on it. I don't, right now, if women can lie under oath and the court still let her free, I don't have nothing else to say because
Demonetization. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Good day, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm actually in the kitchen, so I've been hearing all what you guys are saying. So I don't know if you can keep going. So I will not disturb you guys with my noise. Well, what do you want me to say right now? Do you have? I don't know. What do you want me to say?
Well, you came up, right?
Yeah, I did. Boss man.
Talk now.
Okay. Bossman, let me just see. With everything that has happened today, I think you should mute. So when I'm done talking,
Okay.
Okay, so with everything that has happened today, what do you think is the way forward for the Lugu team, for the people around Baba, and for we, the supporter? What do you think can be done? What do you think we can do, to support them by moving this case forward?
The Corona inquest is done, right? You heard about the Corona inquest today, right?
That was exactly what I said.
Okay. So I don't know. Let's keep waiting for the main result now. Let's keep waiting, for the autopsy. That's what I think I really want to hear.
Which of the autopsy can be asked?
Mohbad's autopsy, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Mohbad's autopsy results. I thought they said it's coming out in the next court, right? In the next hearing.
Next sitting, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let us allow you to dry your food. The aroma is causing the monetization.
Let me just go ahead. So I can I need to relax my brain before falling out live because I want to read the CTC for me as well. So if you want to join, you want to listen to the CTC, I'll be going live anytime from now. But you can come and join us so we can actually rub minds together.
So please, everybody, if you want to hear the CTC, Boss Band is going to be going live in the next, let's say, 10 minutes.
No, don't 10 minutes. I need to.
How many minutes?
Within the space of now and an hour, I need to relax. This thing going on is really giving me a lot of headache.
Okay, let's say about an hour now. It's going to be going live, so we can all meet there so that we can, things. So let's just use the word some people.
I'd say the state of Lagos. The state of Lagos is not handling this case very well. Or you can also say the city of Ikoyi, if it's Ikoyi court. You need to be specific. You understand what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that private. Let's just say some people.
Yes,
The government is so vast, so
and
big.
the boss, I came back on to tell the boss, remember I told you yesterday that this case is going to come out. They're going to tell you toxicology is inconclusive.
We already know. I've been saying that since
Yeah. You know what I'm going to tell you about the main result? The main result, they're going to tell you that, sorry, he died from accidental, incident, which was ridden with infection from a wound. Go mark my word.
Please, we have 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes more.
Mark my word. That's what they're going to say.
Anyway, so now, what I want to talk about is current situation now and the way forward. And I know that a lot of people are down mentally, and I want to let you know that this is not the end of the struggle. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
There's just so many mistakes that we've made in the past. This is not telling us that all the team, we are broken in different pieces. We all need
Sorry,
to work.
Bossman, before everybody goes. Sorry, Bossman. Oh, vegetable. Friday is my birthday, and tomorrow we're going to be live here from exactly 12 o'clock as well, too. So if you want to buy me...
So, anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Bossman.
So I tried to go to different platforms and I see what they were arguing about, and I see that they're not even talking about what we're talking about right now. What I will tell you today, in regarding to this case of Mohbad, this is the same platform that has come with a critical thinking on how to solve this problem instead of apportioning blames. On this case, you cannot blame Odumosu, you cannot blame Miwa, and you can still blame them too. But this case is bound to happen like this. Now, people aside to they almost start shifting blames on the new son, Shitu. Okay, you want to say something fast, Vegetable? Yeah, you have the floor.
I'm really sorry, boss man. I'm so sorry. I'm outside and it's really windy, so I do apologize. But I think I just wanted to say what you were saying. Am I the only one that's kind of glad that we had the result that we had today? Look, there's obvious discrepancies in this pathology result, clearly. And they haven't done their due diligence. They say that the body was already decomposing when they exhumed Mobad. But then the pathologist was interviewed by one of the lawyers, and they were asked who was present at the time. And they said Blessing was present. So what they're telling us is this pathology was done back in September when they told us, look, it's laughable at this rate.
I think, Vegetable, I think this case is the more you look, the less you see.
Vegetable, right now. I think I want you to be here, and I want you to listen to what I'm about to say right now. Maybe you're going to get your answer on that, because I'm going to cover every part here. So I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say, because I'm going to cover every part.
Sorry, my reception is quite
I wish she let Vegetable finish, because I really want to hear what she has to say.
Vegetable, go on, please.
Well, can you hear me? Because my reception is not the best, so hopefully you can still hear me. Okay. Look, I was glad that they came with their Senate report that didn't put blame on a specific person, that gave a vague answer, because they knew that if they came with the right answers or the wrong answers, or even try and be in the middle, we were going to come on here, do an analysis like we're doing here. There are very intelligent people here who'll be able to scrutinize everything that they will say. So they decided to just not say anything and be stupid at the same time. Because looking at it and hearing from what the pathologist was able to gather, it doesn't really make sense. In all honesty, it doesn't really make sense. You can't say the body's already decomposing, so therefore I was not able to get the right specimen in order to get a result. After somebody's been buried for 9 days, I know of people that have died a long time, put in the ground, exhumed, and they can tell you what day and time they died and exactly what killed them, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or they were murdered, or whatever, There's a current case going on right now that's been like a reopened coroner inquest for a famous lady in the US. And she died 4 years ago, and they exhumed her body, did an examination, only to find out that she died of some poisoning, when at the time they said that she died of a flu. So I'm just not buying this whole thing. And I think I'm glad the fact that it's out of the government's hand, because you can't find the government. And one thing that I realized is that in order for us to do our own pathology tests, we had to get permission from the government. I don't know if anyone else was aware of that. So now that they've given us this bogus result, they've actually allowed us to have the opportunity to do our own findings, okay? And I think another thing that we can be glad of is that Baba Mohbad has got ownership back of his son's body, because I think after this, there should be some leeway to release the body back to the family, which is a good thing, which I think we should celebrate, because then that means they've got control, whereas before it was the government's property, so therefore you didn't have any control, and you had to ask for access even to go and see the body. Of course, there will be a lot of, we will need to support. What I'm going to say is that from here on, we will need to financially support Baba Mohbad. there could be a possibility that they release the body and then he has to keep the body in the mortuary still in order for him to do his own findings. That's going to cost money. So he will need our support financially. We'll probably need a private investigators, Bossman would know, and our own pathologist who can do a thorough investigation going forward. And then after that, Baba Mubad can have the peace of mind of having to bury Mubad or not, and then obviously the DNA. So I'm glad this chapter is kind of out of the way. I don't think the Corona inquest is entirely finished, but I think today was, I don't think we should be sad, guys. I think it's a really good day. I think if you look at it from the good things that could come out of this and finally being done with the government, I think you realize that this is actually the positive outcome that could have come from this. Anything else, I think if they've given you an answer to say, look, the worst thing they could have told you was that it's Prime Boy, when you know it's not Prime Boy. The worst thing they could have told you is that, look, he died of, dare I say it, a drug overdose, and then that would have been it. Okay, so we're glad that they were able to give us this vague answer and release the body. The other thing that I wanted to say, other than the Corona inquest, is what was I going to say? Sorry, it's left my mind now because the kids are running around. I was going to say we need to support Baba Mubad. As we know, he was emotional today. And thank you to everyone that went to the Corona inquest. I know that we're used to seeing the results from various people on the lives, but the people that did go to the Corona inquest have done their due diligence. And what I also wanted to say to Super Vibes is that we should be able to get the information that was at the cross-examination of Prime Boy, and then we can do the reading ourselves on here, like you've been doing with the other people that had gone to the Corona inquest previously. Prime Boy was also a really good outcome today. I think he opened so many doors to so many things that we were unaware of. Spending kind of walked for Prime Boy to run. Okay, Prime Boy ran and gave us everything. I mean, he even went as far, if true, again, we won't know until we actually read it. He went as far as to say, Mubad actually said to Wumi, are you trying to, this child might not even be mine, are you trying to kill me so that you can inherit all of my wealth? That is a huge statement to make under oath, and that should be investigated alone. The pathologist saying that the neck was bent and also the legs apparently were broken. I think that is also something that could vindicate these people. So there were a lot of good outcomes. I think that sometimes we get a bit fearful because we hear what we don't want to hear. But if you look deeper, there is a good outcome today. That's all I wanted to say, and I'll let the boss man speak so I can listen to what he has to say. Thank you, and I'm mute.
Vegetable. If they say the body has decomposed even weeks later, then how were they able to get those tattoos? Because I heard from some people down that they could get tattoos on his body and it was still written there. Even Liam's, Mubad's mom, his dad, his sister, brother, their names are on his body. How were they able to get that if the body has decomposed?
Okay, what they're trying to say to you is that they're not able to obtain any sort of fluid. Because, you know, as somebody dies, all their fluids dry up, and we all know that. But that's not entirely true, let's be honest. It's not true, okay? There are other ways of doing examination. I'm sorry where I am is really loud. But what they are trying to tell you, the loner, is that they were able to keep his body intact on the surface, so his skin, but they're not able to get any fluids, which is bullshit. So they're trying to play mind games with you as to what they're able to get, but they're saying, oh, don't worry, his body's still intact and we're keeping him safe, so that you won't think that, they are deliberately trying to let him rot there. So in a way, they're covering their tracks as well. But that's just not how science works, I'm afraid. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
All right, that's cool. So let me go from here. You actually spoke very well. Nana, I also got to know that they said his legs was broken. Anyway, those that actually put him in that coffin are actually going down for breaking his neck and legs. So if it was Darosha, if it was Adura, he's going down. You know, that's just the way it is. Back to the subject matter.
The boss man, can I just add on to that? I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, I'll be quick. It's not, even before we even get to him being in a coffin, the fact that they knew that the body was decomposed after 9 days, but still went ahead and tried to do pathology and autopsy results without informing